to me, even if you are giving it a video where you're giving great life lessons and advice, most people would not even be able to get to the end to where they got all the nuggets to be able to actually implement in their life. To where you actually have a good go, man, a eureka moment, like, wow, these guys are really giving some really good knowledge and something that can be able to, a model that I can implement in my own life and maybe tweak it a little bit and personalize it and be able to make it work for you. But how many people, like you said, how many people are going to get to the start and the finish of the episode?
No, they're not.
Unless it's drama, unless it's a movie.
Right. And even... yeah, unless it's drama, unless it's a movie, unless it's a TV show. Because that's also really not even a movie so much. More so, that's why the TV shows are shooting off. Because it's 1 hour, get the next hit. 1 hour, get the next hit. Meanwhile, a movie's 2 hours and some of them even 3. That's too much. One of the greatest movies of all time is Avatar. And it's over 3 hours long. And a lot of people don't even know what they watched. I mean, I've literally had conversations with people, multiple people about this, who love movies, who are smart, and never got the impact of the movie Avatar like I've had. As far as I'm concerned, Avatar is the greatest movie of all time. Greatest movie of all time. Greatest movie of all time. And the new one is coming out, and it's gonna be killed. And I'm glad that we actually segued into this, because the new movie's coming out. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna be there, right?
No doubt.
It's the greatest movie of all time. I've been saying this for years. People are movie advocates. I've explained my perspective on the Avatar movie, and every last person I've ever explained it to said, wow, I never actually thought about it like that. Even the other day, you know, I got a membership to the movie theaters. I see all the movies. I'm a movie person. Forget TV shows. I don't have time. I'm not going to sit there and watch 72 4 seasons 10 episodes each season, 40 seasons. I'm not going to watch a 40-hour movie. Okay? We'll watch one movie. Maybe there's another one. Okay? We're done with it. Right? Guy who works at the movie theater, who I've actually got rapport with now, because I go all the time. I see him. He works there. We chop it up about movies. And his top 5 favorite movie, Interstellar. I said, great, we're here. He loves Christopher Nolan. I said, we're here. I said, what do you think about Tenet? He said, yes, Tenet. I said, we're here. So we get into the nuances of things. I said, what about Avatar? He's like, I don't see it how you see it. There was another guy by us. We were sitting down podcast. Another guy was talking about movies. He was like, yeah, man, movies, yeah, great. And he was like, I don't see Avatar how you see it either. I said, you guys need to watch Avatar again. Watch Avatar again. Okay? Last week, I see the guy again who works in the movie theaters. I saw the last movie where the movie by the director, what's her name? Wild. Last name Wild. Who made a movie now, Something Darling, and said one of the characters in there is incel god Jordan Peterson. I saw that movie the other day. What's her name? What's her first name?
Oh, yeah.
Her last name is Wild.
Yeah, because whatchamacallit posted that the other day. You know what? I know what you're talking about.
Olivia Wilde.
Yeah.
Olivia Wilde. And can't remember the name of the movie, but I just saw that movie the other day. Don't Worry, Darling. Okay. So and when I saw him there, he was like, oh, let me tell you, I want to tell you something. I was like, what? He was like, now that the Avatar movie is coming out soon, number 2, Way of the Water, I did what you told me to do. I saw the first Avatar movie again. And he was like, you were right. It was sick. And he said, I want to thank you because it was absolutely sick. I said, I'm just glad you listened to me. Because me and you, we're obsessive about information, knowledge, and all things factual, objectivity, clinical data. And forget this podcast. We do this every day, all the time. Forget the podcast. Forget the fact that this is online. We do this every day, all the time. This is why we are where we're all today, and other people are not. So I said, I'm just glad that you listened to me. And he said, you were right. That movie is epic. And he said, I'll be honest, the reason why I didn't get it like how you got it the first time is when I saw it, I was a kid. So I really couldn't accept it, the geniusness of it on how it actually is. You know, the fact that the guy's brother died, he had a struggle. Yeah. He overcome his struggle with being able to now not only be in a wheelchair, but being able to walk again in another avatar-type body. Then he had to learn how to be an avatar and learn their ways. Right. And then by learning their ways, he understood that they're not just some primal monkeys in the jungle. Savages that have no use. They're actually highly sophisticated beings that are more sophisticated than us. But him learning that and knowing that, there was another conflict of the soldier type guy that just said, listen, they're useless. We're going to get the resources from a tree. Get the resources. Get the money. They're useless. Yeah. And they're like, no. You guys don't understand. These are sophisticated beings. They're sophisticated. And it's like, listen, don't worry about the monkey people. All right? Yeah. We're going to get the resources. So there was a lot of dynamics and battles and stories and a lot of hero villain myths going on. Him finding himself, right? He was lost within himself, having legs amputated, his brother dying, him finding himself through the avatar and through the avatar people, learning their languages, learning their ways, learning himself, the relationship dynamic, right? The love story, that's always an aspect of it. And then him having the battle of him being a human and dealing, do I support the humans or do I support this new life of being the avatar and doing what's right with that? Because all my life I haven't done what's right. Now I have a real opportunity to do what's right, but am I doing what's right because I'm a human and I should be fighting for what the humans, my people want? So many dynamics that were missed. Yeah. That were missed.
Oh my God. And the other part that we can appreciate, that me and you know that maybe he didn't know, is that when it came to James Cameron, the director, like he couldn't even make this movie until he had the technology to even do it. So he already had the idea. So we already knew about that part, which actually gives it even more of a, a greatness, because the fact that he was so far ahead of his time with his idea of this movie that it wasn't even able to be even made until 2008 is when it came out, 2008. Because I remember watching it 2008 in IMAX. Yes. And yeah, we wasn't, as probably young as the individual you're probably talking about.
Yeah, but I still got it.
To actually,
I'm not that much older, maybe about 5 or 6 years. I mean, that's still enough. But
so for him, he would probably like freshman in high school.
Yeah, something like that.
Even younger than that.
No, younger than that.
Yeah, so I can see that. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, younger. So yeah, I can see him not really, because he wouldn't know all that.
No.
1819 knew all about that this movie is sold out. That it was basically, I mean, I knew it was going to do $1 billion. I mean, even then, at that time, I was like, this is going to easily do $1 billion because the lead up to it.
Yeah, the lead up to
it was good. And back to even then, even though we were a lot younger, I was still looking at research and information before the movie came out anyway about everything about James Cameron, about when he made Titanic. Like I started learning about the movies he made previous.
Yes.
Even with the Terminator.
Yeah, Terminator, top.
Like 10. He has a lot of great, movies. He's one of the greatest directors, if not the greatest director of all time, just because of the fact that his movies that he's made are all through. Even Titanic was probably 3 hours. Like he makes longer movies.
Yes, he does. Yes,
but they're good. They're really good.
Not to segue into that too much, but the new one's coming out. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. It's gonna be epic.